Hello. Everybody welcome. Roses, get the hell, huh? Everybody welcome. Roses, so we've made it another Friday, huh? Another Friday. Wow, we were not kidnapped, huh? Could have been worse. We could have been kidnapped. Interesting. So, okay, so normal. Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
So we've made it another Friday.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't kidnap governor? Minor. Okay. So, oh my God, guys. Okay, sorry. I'm just figuring out here the multiple windows. Okay. Guys, by the way, it's this the chat was weird earlier. I don't know, something was happening. Okay. Hi guys. Okay, so yeah, the whole story, okay, guys, just so you know, the ISF is talking, discussing the debate was canceled. So first it came out that Trump, oh, I'm not doing a virtual. No. I need real, to me it was like he was not going to do a debate. Obviously he was not going to debate. So first he tried to find some excuse and they're like, just to kind of say it's so childish, my God. So childish, this whole thing. And I was thinking, guys, I was like, there was one of the videos they did, and people were saying that the video, the background is fake. They did, they do a green screen where the person will stand in a room and they have a green screen so you can go into the video editing thing and juxtapose a random like another background. That's what they did. But it felt like Trump, the New York Times article, the first one about his finances, talked about how he made his money being like a infomercial person. Basically he sold everything after he started The Apprentice. So that's what it felt like. He's just doing this like drug commercial. Okay. Like he's totally like his he's like he's everything he does is to make money, make a buck. Even this, the whole thing with the Regeneron drug. By the way, you saw that for somebody who's like loves the Christian right, it comes from the cells of fetuses, apparently. Yeah. So from from abortions or some, that's what I read. Okay. So okay. So oh wow, guys, FBI arrested Google, yeah, leaders. Interesting. So I just, guys, it's so interesting. The thing that I was talking to somebody and saying that the thing that I had seen, that there would be arrests, the FBI would move against the white, you know what I mean? This is happening now. Okay. It's interesting. I'm glad that it's happening now and they're not waiting for elections. You know what I mean? They're not waiting for the elections to happen. They're starting now. Okay. So this is a good way, you know what I mean? So okay, so this is interesting. Okay, I just thought that it was like, I think this is very, in some ways, it's good news, and also like, are we gonna? Oh, let's wait to see what happens. Like, oh, is it really gonna happen? Like they give every sign that, and the thing, people are saying, okay, I feel like every day I talk shit about Facebook, but seriously, you know how they're like, oh, we banned the QAnon pages because it's a Russian, it's known as being a Russian propaganda implanted thing. And like, of course, I'm sure they didn't do it because they're like, oh, there's something kind of shady going on. Let's ban them. No, it's because they know that there's some sort of law enforcement activity behind the scenes that's going to explode, and they don't want to be the ones like saying like, oh, look, Facebook, they were hosting terrorists. Of course, the guys. Okay, let's go. Do you think they don't know? Of course they know. So I just think it's they're planning things, guys. Seriously. Okay. So okay. So next. So okay, so also to say, guys, by the way, I want to say, make a comment here. Sometimes guys do the live stream. I'm gonna try to like interact less, because what happens is I interact a lot, and my goal, just to, maybe I should say it every time. My goal when I start the live stream, and I'm when I start the actual reading, right? I have to focus on the questions, and also kind of like my main thing is like if I see something that is related to this, what I think is disinformation, whatever, I try to disprove it or say something. But I feel like sometimes people complain that I'm kind of rude. I mean, it's true. It's I'm very direct, but it's because I have to be direct. It's just it is what it is. So I'm gonna try to like not interact as much, even if I read it. This is an issue that I have. Intense or whatever, right? So just so you know, it's not personal. Okay, I'll talk about somebody, Joanne. So it's not personal. I really appreciate the comments, and I think you may or may not notice that there's more people who actually. I think if there was a popularity thing, people would maybe prefer less comments. But I kind of like, I kind of like it. So I'm always trying to strike some sort of balance. But what I should do is not interact, not respond to every single, because then I get like, okay, okay. So that's that. Just make an announcement. Okay, so so because that's the thing, and I have to like I can't have engage in very extensive conversations on the live stream just because I want to cover the questions. Okay. Okay. So they have made the announcement. So I have candle here. I have a candle like, oh, look, it's big. Oh, it's like colonial. It feels like, hello, welcome to Recycle Theater. We're here to talk to ghosts. Ghost interview. Welcome. Here we are, have interviews with ghosts. Melania? It looks like Melania like this. Oh. I'm here to talk to Melania. Melania has ghosts from past. No? Okay. So anyway, so seriously, okay. So I like no, seriously, we need protection. Okay. I like to ask for protection. Beautiful red light coming on top of my head. As I breathe in, I feel my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle. I create a circle. Step into it. Step into it. Feel protected. Step into it. Feel connected. I like to ask step in. Oh my God, this is loose. Oh, imagine it burns. Like the instant and for the miracles come only from the higher sources that they create the good, huh? Only the good, huh? Good for the good people. Good for the good people. Okay. So here we are, okay, today, guys. So yeah, wow, what can we say? This is crazyville, but I still have a positive, feelings about things. But they're freaking out, and we have to prepare. We are prepared, right? And the thing is, like at this time, of course, we look at what's going on with Trump, but it's always good to like put your feet down on the ground and focus, meditate on things you really want to happen, the good things, because it's gonna happen. It's just that we're gonna go through this period of like intensity. Because guys, can you imagine these criminals? They're getting caught. Yeah, getting caught. Trash. Trash is your turn. Trash. Recycling. Today's recycling day. You're gonna go down to the curb. No, seriously. Okay, because guys, I was thinking today the day, I think was it even last time that when I had the insight about the religious right and technology, and I was like, oh my God, what if I think what we're gonna come to, not now, in a few years, we're going to realize the connection between the religious right and technology. Okay, the people like that, all these people, all this very famous. Because guys, I was thinking, they caught these militia people. Somebody's giving them money. Okay, and I don't think it's just Russia. I think in a way it's easy to say it's just Russia. Russia only got here because there was people supporting them here. They don't come alone. You know what I mean? So I think that when we get to the people who are paying those militias, that's when shit gets real. You know what I mean? I feel like I think there's so much that we don't know. I think we're gonna go through a period of uncovering who is really behind, guys, because I told you I read these books about the Kochs and the far right network. Those people, they bankrolled the Tea Party, and in some ways this is a more radical version of it, but it's not that different. It's astroturfed, made to look, to look like it's a thing. But I don't think, they're not gonna go that far, host. They're not going that far. So that's what we're gonna see. I think once we see who there's wonderful people, some of them from corporate America, who have been paying these right wingers. Okay, It's gonna be a reality. Reality is gonna, you know what I mean? Because I think this is the reality about America has to come up. It's not just because, guys, it's not that obviously that I'm defending these weirdos like terrorist dudes, but it's like, who are the head people? And it's not them. Okay, you know what I mean? They're followers. Okay, so you know, so okay, so okay, all right, so okay, so okay. So anyway, guys, so I'm here. Okay, so let's go, guys. Okay, first of all, I just also I saw that there were comments about Nancy that I haven't seen what the outcome of the thing about Nancy the 25th. I think she, I don't think it was just to respond. I don't think it was like, hey, she cares about what Democrats think. I think it's like she's playing with Trump's head and she's giving a warning, because that's what it is, guys. That's exactly what it is. It's just, I think she's just telling the truth. We need a 25th Amendment. The guy is out of it. And everybody's pretending like nothing's happening. And guys, I see you saw probably, of course, everywhere. Now the news are talking about how the Republicans, oh, they're realizing they're freaking out. Yeah, they're the scene, everybody, all their caucus, they lost women, they lost seniors, they lost everything. Oh, uh, and now the 20 days, but the Russians are coming. Don't worry about it. They'll help us out. They will help us out. Like, okay, it got to the point that not even Putin can help you out, but not even he's like, I don't want to be associated with the losers. I don't like a loser. My country, I only like people who are close to winning. No, I don't like a loser, like a big loser like it. No, no. So even Putin is embarrassed to be associated with these people. Okay, seriously. Okay, you know what I mean? Even I was like, no, I never saw them. I saw them one time. Now I don't know them no more. Okay, so I just okay, seriously, okay. So I don't think, honestly, like, it's like, what a shit show. Okay, seriously, like, what the hell? Okay, and so that's what I think. Now, okay, okay, guys. So we really want to, okay, so the themes, okay, we obviously want to discuss the kidnapping and this whole thing with the white supremacist militias or whatever, right? But another thing, and I almost want to start there, okay, is Mike Pence. Okay, oh, someone criticizes try to say okay too much, but Mike Pence, okay, first of all, the thing on his eye was so red. And there's one of the things they say that a lot I remember reading this a lot, like, especially maybe a few months after, within 3 months of the COVID thing, there was always these articles about how people would get a red eye, just like that, like very red, not just something, but like his. And then there was a fly. Interesting, no? And guys, the Lord of the Flies is Beelzebub, Lucifer. Sign, no, maybe, huh? I don't know if I believe this, but it's almost like, okay, don't you think it's weird? Don't you think? I think it's interesting. I find interesting. Find interesting. The fly is like, I don't know. Don't you think? Don't you think it's not normal? Okay, it's kind of something. And I really want. Okay, I really want to know, why did the fly sit on his head? Because what are the odds, guy? What the hell is that? Was a fly doing on his head? Don't you think it seems a little strange? Okay, it seems a little strange. I don't think, you know what I mean. It's almost like, how is the hell's gonna is the fly gonna, what the hell, why there, like right here? It could have been the back of the head, it could have been, but it's like right here. Hell. I'm sitting right here. Hey, it's me. Yeah, I'm fly. It's him. He's a devil. Yeah. so so it's like, I don't know, I find that, you know so I'm fly. I'm a fly. Yeah. So so okay, that's first part. And then the second part is this whole thing that he said that supposedly he was going to go to Indiana, and then he oh no, I'm not going. I'm not, no more. I decided I need to go see eye doctor. Yeah. Okay, so there, be with me, there's two options. One, he truly does have COVID, which it looks like, or Trump is doing so badly that he has to be back to back up. But guys, what if they're both sick? Because that's what I think. What if that would make sense? Okay, but I don't know. So do you mind if I start there? Okay, I want to know what's going on with Pence. because it was very disturbing. And like the debate, guys, to be honest with you, I can't watch debates. I realize I stop, I get angry, I just can't, I turn it off. It makes me mad. Okay. And that woman, the way that he was interrupting Kamala, and the woman's like, "Oh, go ahead. No, he's talking. Okay, he's talking." Like interrupting her. It was so rude. It was so rude, and I can't, because I'm like, I really want to shut your mouth. Shut up. You know what I mean? Like, you want to say something. The guy's interrupting her. He's and it's on purpose. It's clearly on purpose. Okay. And it's just so disrespectful. So disrespectful. Okay. Trump, and by the way, Trump, I think he spoke to someone and he said, I'm not doing it. I heard the audio. He's saying, I'm not doing the debate because they could turn off, it's virtual. So they could turn the mic off whenever. Oh yeah, that's why they don't want to do it if they can't engage in abusive behavior, they're not interested. If they can't act like bullies, no. No, because I would lose. No. No. I'm here for trolling. Today, welcome debate. I'm here to troll. There's someone here. I am talking over her because I am a man. I am a man. I like men too. But I have a wife. She's mother. Mother, call her mother. She tells me things. She can yell at me, but I do not let other women do it for like this. I treat women badly other times. Yeah. So okay. So like so anyway, so it's just like so creepy, that guy. What a creep. Okay, what a creep. Okay. So let me find out the information here. Okay. So first I have cards, but I'm gonna do visions. So what's going on with Mike Pence? Why did he okay, first of all, no, let's talk about the fly. Let's start with the fly. What was that fly doing there? Why did it? What was it? What was on his hair that was attractive to the fly? Okay, so so there are several things. Like I see him eating a sandwich, like he was eating a sandwich, and there's like flies, or there was something like a packed sandwich, and there was like flies, I don't know, around the garbage, something, and then it was like around with the sandwich. And honestly, he did not wash his hands, and he put the hands on his hair like this. Okay, so I think the fly smells the composition. Okay, it likes to hang out. Like, how, for example, flies, you could have like, I watch crime shows, so whenever there's a fly, there's the dead body, there's also a fly. Interesting, no? Interesting, just a minor. And then, but also like fruit flies. That was not a fruit fly, it was like a regular fly, I think. Okay. So I think there was some smell. I think, guys, also I think there's something. Okay. Let me ask a question. Okay, I know this sounds crazy because it's like I honestly think, first of all, it was also bright. Like the light was bright, it was warm, so his hair is light. So that flies sometimes they like light and light colors. So there was a reflection of the light. There was something like this. But I think also, let me ask a question: is the fly attracted to like the composition? Hmm? Illness? Hmm? Or was it a color thing? What was in? I want to know. Okay. It's telling me, guys, to it's telling fecal matter. Fecal matter. Oh, POS? Is it smell like, whew, here's a POS. Let me hang out over there. Whew. There, guys, honestly, there's something here. There's some sort of sulfate of something. It's saying some sulfate of something. What sulfate of what? Oh, I don't know. It's smelling something. I'm smelling. Let's see here. Okay, sulfate. Okay, so let me actually look it up. Okay, sulfate flies. Attracted. What is it? Let's find out. Sulfate of what? Oh. Interesting. The odor of ammonia is attractive to many insects. Oh, here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's something sulfate. Oh, here it is. That's it. Oh my God. Sodium lauryl sulfate attracts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. Interesting. Oh. Oh my God. The trap is an attractant that consists of water and sodium lauryl sulfate. That's it. Interesting. I didn't know that. Interesting. Maybe I psychic. No, maybe I'm psychic. How do I know? It's interesting to them. So interesting. True. It's true. It's true. It's true. Look up sulfate flies. They do like sulfate. They are attracted to it has sulfate. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. This is a weird question, but how the hell does Mike Pence produce sulfate? It's an important question. Okay. Sulfate production human. Let's see. Okay. Let's find out. Sulfate production human. Why? How do you produce sulfate? Whoa. Whoa. Wow. 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 Okay, can I tell? This is kind of creepy, okay? The major surface of inorganic sulfate for humans is from biodegradation due to body protein turnover of the sulfur amino acids, such and such. Oh, somebody, does he have gangrene on the head? Interesting. I don't know. Kind of creepy here, okay? So what the hell? Is it real? Did I read correctly? Oh. Oh. Sorry guys, am I going okay? Sorry. I'm interested. Body produce. Interesting. There's something, guys. You know what can I tell you? I just okay. Sorry, I'm like going off. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. Interesting. Oh my God, Kathleen is saying here. Oh my God, look how interesting, Kathleen. She because I just saw her Patreon comment. I don't know where I'm not looking at the comments. She's saying that sulfate is a common ingredient in shampoo. Interesting. So that makes sense. It's possible. Okay. It's possible. And she said cheap shampoos have a lot of sulfate. Okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, yeah. That's it. That makes sense. Okay. Interesting. That's it. Okay. So that's it. That makes sense. Okay. So, okay. So this is it. This is good. But I still think there is something, guys. I just don't think his hygiene is the best. Okay. Necessarily, to be honest. Okay. So this is just okay. But thank you. No, this is interesting. It's really interesting actually. Okay. So that's it. And I don't know, guys. People said hairspray. It's possible. I think it's a combination of these things. Okay. So, and others said somebody said, oh, the I don't, guys. No, the pink eye. No, the pink eye. I do think it's a COVID. You should look it up. Like it's a very common COVID thing. Okay. Okay. Because people, to be honest, guys, you could get why is it a common thing? Because it's all of the mucus. This is a mucus, okay, that you can go. It can go through the air, but it can also get into your body theoretically through the eye mucus. Okay, so it's interesting. Okay, so but let me ask because it's not the same. The I don't think it's okay. I just don't think that it's necessarily. Let's find out. Okay, seriously, is it? Um, so okay, so the pink, the red eye, I don't think it was even pink, okay? Oh, that's right, guys. That's right. The sulfate free. That's right. I know exactly what you mean. That's it. Oh, and by the way, I forgot. Okay, I forgot, guys. I forgot to tell you the thing about the fly. So I do think that there was a spiritual element to this. Okay, that they were like kind of like laughing. I thought the spirits laughing. Okay, I see this the spirits laughing like that. It was kind of like a sign. Yes, I think it's possible. That I don't know how it's because I don't think it's a coincidence, guys. Okay, to be honest with you, I don't think it's a coincidence. I still remember I had a boyfriend, I had ex-boyfriend when I was in college. He came to see my family. We went to Brazil. We had a terrible time. And I remember, we were in an area in Brazil, up north, complicated to explain, where they have scorpions. So the moment he left, they were like lifted this little bag on the floor and there was a scorpion there. So I've always felt like it was a sign. Sometimes I think there is some sort of like signal. Okay, so I think it is okay. There is some out there's something there. Okay, you know what I mean. I do think. Okay, I think, don't you think, guys? I think it's like, I'm sorry. Okay, and let's go with those people are so, they love conspiracy theories and like the Bible, but the Bible says the Lord of the Flies, it means the devil. Okay, it means a creature. He's a creature. Okay, I'm not okay. Let's go real. Let's go real. Do you think Jackie Kennedy, do you think anybody would have a fly on their hair? Do you think Obama would have? No. Do you think, I know, no. Do you think we should? No, no. It's just, okay, I'm sorry. It doesn't happen. Why doesn't it happen? Because the spirit, the light is watching. They're like, get out, get out. You know what I mean? I think, okay, let's get real. Let's get real, guys. Seriously, the Lord of the Flies. Look it up. Beelzebub. Beelzebub. Okay, okay. So now, I think, okay, now, okay, so somebody said, did Kamala notice? Yeah, but I think, but it's saying, guys, that the light, and I know this even from this light that I have, that the light is so bright during the debate, okay, that you need to like it, you can't focus. It's complicated. It's hard to focus on something out, okay? So, so, okay, so, okay, so like, okay. So, but the other thing, did Pence see a fly? Did he notice there was a fly? I don't think he did necessarily. He heard some. I think sometimes like there's a noise, a little noise, but then he couldn't. He'd be like picking his hair. You know what I mean? Like, and also he's very controlled. The thing about Pence, he's controlled. He's very like like he can stay still for sure. Okay. AMEC saying the Bible says too that whoever exalts themselves, God brings them low. God sanctifies to show who he is. Yeah, I think there was a noise, but I don't think he'd be like, hey, is there something? I don't think he could, okay? But the fact, guys, okay, the fact that, okay, I can't believe we're spending like so long talk about a fight. But don't you think it's weird? Like if it was me, I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, like, but he's not normal. He's like a robotic though. She saw it, but I don't think she'd be like, hey, there's a fly over there. Can you imagine? That would have been classic. There's a fly on your, that would have been amazing. Actually, should have, it would have been funny. But like, okay, something, it's not okay. It's not normal. I think it's not normal. Okay, not normal. There's something. I think it's a sign. Yes. Do I think it's a sign? Yes. Now let's talk about the pink eye. So tell me about the pink eye. How did he get the pink eye? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. How did they get? So can I tell you guys? I think it's COVID. Okay, then I'll tell you why. Okay, let's find out. Let's find out here. Let me see here. What is COVID? COVID is going to be the birds. What's going to be? Okay, I'll tell you what. Okay, so I see that he was like, oh, Jeff is saying here, 1 to 3% of people with COVID will get conjunctivitis, also called pink eye. It happens when the virus infects a tissue called conjunctiva, which covers the white part of your eye. So like, I think, guys, oh, and I tell you, okay, what I see here is, and okay, going backwards, just to explain the context here. In the past, when I have seen COVID, like as a presence, let's call it this way, it always comes to me as a cloud, almost like a little cloud in front of people or around, a vector, the cloud, okay, something like that. So I see that Pence is sitting, especially in sort of airplane or somewhere. There's a cloud, like it's as if there was a, what is it, like a fog. It looks a little bit like a fog, okay, like a small cloud, but the fog. So the air is not completely transparent. There's a fog in front, and it's coming at him like he's in this environment that's foggy. There's a essentially the clouds of the COVID, okay, around him. So that's what I see. I see that like he's kind of like, if you the air obviously does not, you don't see it in the under naked eye, okay, but what it looks like to me is this like, and there's no other way but, okay, cloud. But the thing, what's interesting to that I see here too, is that there are several clouds in the environment where he is, and that some of the clouds are more dense than others. So I think there was more dense coming this direction. There was another one, there's a bit of a little slightly larger, but less dense, okay, where there's like, where it's more, it's a little more, it's saying that it's showing me the area that is more dense as like less, is more opaque, and the area that has less, it still exists, but it's less, is less opaque. So it's like you go in through this environment, it's like you walk into it and it will go in, okay, it literally will go in. So it doesn't mean, okay, so what it suggests is that, yes, because guys, okay, when do you ever get conjunctivitis? Extremely rare. If you're an adult, do you ever get it like this? It's rare. Okay. Okay, don't you think? Okay. Don't you think it's really, I think it's, oh, hello. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen, I don't remember getting conjunctivitis when you're little. I think, remember when you're a kid, it happens more often, but it's extremely rare that you get it. Okay. Right? I don't know if you're in our own personal experience, do you ever get something like this? No. Exactly. So this is the thing, guys. First, I'm determining whether it's possible that it was COVID. I think the likelihood is yes, it was COVID. Okay. Now, then the second question, which somebody just brought up here, he canceled the event. This is where this leads to. Then why did he cancel the event? Is it because he was sick, because the eye got worse, or because something, because of Trump's health or something? What is the reason? Okay. Interesting. Maggie's saying if you have small children, you get it from them. Exactly, but it's rare. I don't think Pence has small children. Okay. So I think it's kind of rare. Okay. Every so often, yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't have it, but I don't think it's that common. Okay. Especially at the time. What I'm saying is that it's one of the things that people with COVID have. So it seems a little unlikely that you would, okay? That so the odds are that it, yes, I do. Do I think it could be COVID? Yes, because, okay, because first of all, there's a lot of people around Pence that got sick before. Okay. It's a virus. But okay, but guys, hear what Jeffy said. Okay, people with COVID get it because COVID infects that tissue. Okay, so that is technically, it may not even be conjunctivitis, it may be COVID itself, because as you know, this is also as you know, guys, I've said before, and this is probably now this is known in science, that what COVID is. It's what COVID is a inflammation and infection of the tissue. Okay, so if the COVID infects the tissue around the eyes, right? So it's not, it could be, okay, so let's find out here. COVID pink eye. Okay, that's it. Okay, right away, can I tell you COVID pink eye? WebMD, pink eye often a symptom of COVID. Okay. So nearly a quarter of pediatric COVID patients had pink eye. Quarter. That's a very big number. So scientists found there were several studies. So some of them say the secondary symptom of COVID in 10 to 15% of cases. It's significant. Okay, I think it's significant. But the point is, okay, let me just see now I think it's in other words, I do think it's possible. I do think it's very likely to be COVID, just from the way that I saw the cloud. Okay, that it was something in the air. It was not something he touched. It was not something like he didn't wash his hand. It's something in the air. Okay, that could have kind of stuck to his tissue here. Okay, okay. Now, let me go to find out why did he cancel the event? Why did he cancel the event? Okay, why did Pence cancel the event and turn around? That's why, guys, because Maggie, she had COVID. She was diagnosed with COVID. Okay, so she's saying from experience, I didn't have pink eye, but lots of junk in my eyes. I don't know what that means, junk. When I read this sentence, it's like junk is like a lot of stuff. But how do you describe junk, Maggie? How do you describe junk? I don't know what that means, junk, because I feel like junk are like things. Okay. 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 So next. Next, you can look up, guys, the origins of, you can look up COVID and conjunctivitis. You see you look up pink eye, because it's something a little bit different. Okay. So anyway, so now let's go find out why did he cancel. So this is what I see. I see that the thing was getting worse, that the eye was getting redder. It was getting like, and I think it could even be like the white stuff coming, pus, pus, they call it in Portuguese. Okay. Um, um Stuff like of the white, getting like it's getting puffier, and it was not getting better. Okay, I think it's possible that visually it was awful, and he knows he would be photographed, and it was getting worse, visually getting worse. I feel like he's not so bad, like, but I think it's affecting. What is this? Oh, he could have like a bigger lymph nodes, and I think, like right on top of your tongue, where the tongue and the neck meet, there's is it a mid, there's something like, the back of the head. Okay, back of the head, not back at the back of the on top of your throat. It's like a throat infection, like it hurts. Okay, for him, I don't know that he's having as bad symptoms as Trump. Okay, to the point of the lung, but I think it's starting to affect. Oh, it hurts when he swallows. Okay, and so I think he's afraid. It's more like he cares about. Okay, okay, guys. Okay, so it's more like he cares about. It's more like he cares about the. Okay. Wow. So, guys, okay, so anyway, so that's a thing. Okay. Tom said, yes, that's right. It's something like, it's because, you guys, it could go in different sections. Okay. They said that he and mother, but guys, do you believe it? Do you even believe? I don't know that I even believe it, that they were negative. Do you believe it? Seriously, I don't know that I believe. As far as those things, unless we saw the actual tests, I don't believe it, because you know why? Because that would be a situation where Nancy could legitimately take over the government. Of course, I think, considering their government, I don't think they would tell us at all. I do not think they would tell us at all, because if both of them are thought to be incapacitated, okay, Nancy would be like, I'm next, and she should. Okay, so I think this is the type of information he would never divulge. He would never say. Okay, don't you think? I think he just would not say it. So okay, so let's see, just quickly with cards. So in other words, exactly. I just think, guys, I don't believe it. I do not believe that he's not. And again, it doesn't mean that, like I said, there's people who have no symptoms. There's another thing. The other thing, guys, sometimes you could catch it from people who have zero symptoms. It's not about how contagious. Okay, being positive with COVID doesn't mean sometimes you don't have any symptoms. Okay. So I just think that here, like he's there's something happening. Okay. Okay. So glands. That's right. So this is, now let's see. Was Pence positive? Is Pence positive? I see yes. And I think it's the whole like religious right. No, I don't have anything. I'm fine. It's just it's a mental thing. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. Okay. So okay. Tell me what's going on, Pence. Guys, can I tell you? Oh my God. So a card just fell. Okay. A card. I was shuffling. Look at the card. Because I told you before, the birds is the I said the birds coronavirus. There it is. There it is, flying around. That's it. COVID. The first thing that fell. Hello. Oh yeah. Hello. Interesting. Oh. Okay, so what's going to say here? I find I'm always learning new techniques, guys, and learning techniques. So let's find out here something. What's going on with them? Okay, so so that was the first thing that fell like that, I think. And guys, it's so interesting. Even a fly is connected to this imagery of the flying thing. Okay, you know what I mean? Like there's something there that feels like connected. Okay, so let's see this technique where I have to find where he's located. Oh, there he is at the bottom. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So yeah, so I think he is, guys. Okay. So in other words, okay. So here, let's see. The first one is a woman. Just 1 second. Okay, let me see. Do this. It's sad because this is. Oh. Let's see what we do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guys, okay, it's 7. Oh, sorry. So here's okay. So this method, it's a complicated. I'm not going to even explain the method. It doesn't necessarily matter, but I'll tell you what I see here. Okay, because it'd be forever to explain. So it starts with this here, go like this. Okay, so this is the woman, and so here he is. So that would mean that behind him here is the past, going forward. Okay, so this is a woman and stability. Okay, and then we read like this. So the next for him, look, the ring, a lot of money or a lot of something in the garden. Again, the garden, why we have the history there. But what we have to read for this type of method, you read like this. Okay, so the woman fighting, the woman disagreement, I think it could be Nancy. Here is the stability for the good person. Okay, so I don't know if it's him. Okay, and here we have him now. He's blocked. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm making a mistake, guys. Oh, wait, am I making a mistake? Yes, I am. I'm making a mistake. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I see more. There's one missing. Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry. Is that right? Oh no. Here, I made that was the extra. Okay. Let's start over. Okay. So the woman is fighting. There's disagreement. Okay. The man now he is blocked. Okay. Come on. Am I? What the hell? 3, 6. That's right. I needed this, I guess. I don't know. So, okay, so woman offer like this. Yeah, so that makes sense. Stability, fight for stability. The man partner. Now here is the blockage of the ring. So if he were to become vice president, he's blocked, okay? And then the changes. Now here we have the clouds in the garden. So I think it's possible, guys. Again, I think it's possible that he has coronavirus. Okay, he has coronavirus. That's what I think. I think it's very possible, and that. Okay, now I don't know why I feel like, huh, am I just? I'm like distracting you guys or something, or okay. So, okay, okay, just quickly here, going back. So, okay, so why, so I think, in other words, I think the reason, I think Trump wanted the campaign, especially, even more than Trump, wanted him to continue to do the things that he was doing, to show, to give, to show the world that everything is going as normal. But I don't think it was. I think it was too bad. And they realized they could, because guys, the thing inside the eye, you know how Trump had a lot of makeup on for the videos, right? Makeup is not gonna, there's no makeup that's gonna hide that type of thing. It's too much. It's too much. Yeah. So okay. So Giuliani, guys, Giuliani, he was already so sick. Okay. I don't think, let's, okay. Let me focus, because I don't think. Yeah, I think he. Okay, I do think. Guys, but he's not in the government right now. Let's still focus on this, is because it's very big. So yeah, I think he is now. Is he gonna get worse? I think he's coughing. Okay, this is bad. This is bad, guys. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, now we go. Let me continue. So I think, yes, I think he has COVID, and the reason is it got worse. That's the reason why he canceled his appearance, because they would not be able to hide it. Okay, they would not be able to hide it as well. He'd be photographed very closely, and they're saying, the campaign is saying, that I see that they, when they look at the debate, because they care so much about appearances, they're like, it was a mistake to go to the debate with the, first of all, with the fly, and with the red eye. They think that it makes him look bad, because for them, guys, again, it's not about truth, it's about perception. So it reinforced the idea that there's something wrong with their health, and that they just think the Pence should not be seen until he's visually better. Okay, because that's all they care about, is the perception. Okay, so now, okay, so so that makes sense. Okay, so okay, I answered this. Now let's talk about, okay, I have another question. Does, guys, does Nancy know that Pence is sick? Because this could explain why Nancy Pelosi moved with this. Because maybe she knows and we don't know yet. Okay, does Nancy know that he's sick? I kind of feel like it's possible somebody could have told her, like on the down low. Okay, on the down low, or even like, whistleblower or something like that, like somebody told, you know what I'm saying, like somebody in the lab. Okay, so I think it's possible. Okay, so okay, next, let me just kind of like, so why is then Nancy do? She's saying this is what we're moving next. She's like, we're moving along, we're gonna do this, and if you don't, I think there has been a suggestion already, but privately, that they, guys, even the Republicans, it's shocking to me that they haven't moved. The guy, he's very sick. Okay, he's very sick. He's very sick. The guy is very sick. Okay, so okay, so why? Okay, tell me what is the rationale behind it? She's saying that the point of it is for the public to become acquainted with the term. The public has to know that this is possible. So we are introducing it to the public conversation. It's important that the public know. Okay, it's important that the public know that this is happening. It's saying that in some ways that Nancy sees that her role, it's not that she's that, obviously the cabinet right now can't do anything. It's not so much that something's going to happen, is that she has to introduce the concept to the country. Okay, because it could happen. Okay, so okay, now okay, so tell me, how is this event going to be for tomorrow, guys? Can you believe people show up to this thing? The guy is highly contagious, and he wants to have an event in the White House. Can you imagine? I see, can I tell you, I see him coughing. He's gonna try to hold it, but you know how it is. If you ever get a sick where you try to cough, especially COVID, like this, he's gonna start coughing, and he's gonna have to shorten it, because it's like he's like trying to get water, but it's not. They like, the water doesn't stop you have COVID. It's not how it is. Okay. And I see that guy, the whole guy, what's his name? Sean. He's like, it's just pumping with more steroids. Just give me more steroids. They don't care. Okay. No, seriously, can you imagine that you get? I just can't even imagine. Imagine you're very sick. You're like, come to me, people, come to me. Knowing that you're sick, you invite. This is your people. This is your people. You should, if they were guys, this is what I don't understand. They're supposed to be white supremacists, right? But you're hurting your own constituents, your own people. Why do this, right? Why do this? Why? Okay, so I think that he's gonna have to, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. He may start talking, and just remember how what happened. I think it was yesterday. He was on some show. He called into the Sean Hannity show, and then there was silence. But I think what happened in the silence is they muted the phone because he wanted to cuff. Okay, so but if it's live, you can't. There's no mute button that's gonna do it. Okay, so so um so so it's just okay. It's just okay. So Star has a question here. This is true. What about Lindsey Graham? Um, I think okay. This is what I think. I don't know that he's showing symptoms, but I think he knows that he probably has been exposed. And the other thing is that the Republicans, the Republicans know that they can't give the information to everybody. They don't want to say that. They don't want to tell the truth. Okay, they don't want to tell the truth. Okay, they don't want to tell the truth, right? Because if it starts, or everybody starts now, they're demanding that I have test. Can you believe it? They asked me to test. Can you believe it? Huh. Who do you think they are? Huh. 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 Can you believe it? No, but this is true. I think he knows, guys. Okay, let's go. If you imagine, okay, imagine if he was one of us that he went to this party where like 30 people were infected after the party. Hello? What are the odds? The odds is that you caught it, right? There's so many people that the percentage of people who were in that thing and got sick. This is the ones we know. This is the ones we know. Imagine the numbers that we don't know that haven't been publicized. Okay. So so that's what's happening. I think it's yeah, I think it's possible. Because so is he sick? I think he could be, yes. Because guys, you have to assume now the reason why would you okay, let's say that that's right, exactly. He couldn't take it exactly. So I think why would you okay, let's say that it's me. Let's say that it's you and I. If somebody's like, oh, this is a very important thing. Why would you not take the test? Because you could be positive. Hello? Hello? Right? I think it makes perfect sense. Also because Lindsey Graham is very scared of what could happen. I think also, guys, he's scared of this. He's scared of his opponent. Okay, he's very scared of the opponent. Okay, so Lindsey Graham's going on with Lindsey Graham. He's afraid of him, very afraid. And I think it's possible that he's around these people all the time. Seriously, guys. And you know what it is? Okay, this is the thing. You have to remember. Because if he's sick, then there's not going to be the vote for the judge lady. That's what they want. That's why they won't do it. Think about it. If there's all the Republican senators that are positive, they can't vote. Amy. They have to have Amy. Amy has to get her. Amy. Right? So gonna have to cancel the whole thing because there's not gonna be enough people. Okay, so that's right. The entire GOP can't tell the truth about their sickness because their whole goal is Amy. Amy. I need to vote for her, Amy. Yeah. I want to vote for her. I love her, Amy. Yeah. I want to be a handmaiden. She's a handmaiden for her church. Huh? Okay. Lindsey Graham. Oh. Uh-oh. offer of coffin for him. Here's coffin. So okay, so so the invitation means an ending, because this gives the answer, guys. Okay, because okay, what is this? This is an offer, an invitation. Coffin, ending. But what's interesting is the key. The key is the answer. So what would be the answer? The answer would be the answer to the test. The invitation would mean an ending because of the answer. In other words, because of the answer to the test. If you were to take the test, it would show that he's probably positive, and that would be the end of the entire Amy thing. Okay. So yeah, no, I saw the thing about but guys, okay, I think it's possible. I saw the thing about the school. I just think the whole thing, like I said, is not about her. I don't think she's going to be the one who they're going to be like, no, it's about some of the senators. I think it's going to get worse. Okay. And that's why he's not going, because of I don't want to give the answer, because the answer is I have COVID. Okay. Oh, Amy has to quarantine. Oh, she follows the rules. No, because she's with Jesus. She's with Jesus. Are you sure are you a handmaiden? Sue, are you a handmaiden? Are you a handmaiden? Huh? Are you a handmaiden? Hmm? Are you a handmaiden? Because if you're not a handmaiden, she's protected. She's protected. She's a handmaiden. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So no, because those people, they don't follow the rules. No. I'm a handmaiden with the church. With the, I don't know, it's kind of creepy thing, whatever, so okay, she doesn't follow, it doesn't apply to her. No. And if I were a parent, okay, imagine what kind of, this is like the other creepy thing. The parent puts the child in a school. What about the other parents? Oh, Amy is there. She's in the COVID. The COVID party was for her, and she continues to put the kids at the school, and the other parents get infected. Like, come on, what a nightmare! What a nightmare! What a nightmare! What a nightmare! Okay, I'm sorry. Like, what? It's one thing if you don't believe it, but to spread, this is the thing. You're spreading to other people that have nothing to do with your bullshit. Okay. So, because guys, what I'm saying is that all of those, a lot of these extreme right Christian cults, they think they are better. They are better than other people. So, like, if I catch it, it's a problem. Yeah. I'm not gonna change anything because God is with me. Yeah. No. No. Okay. So, guys. Okay. I think, and I'm getting. Can I tell you? I'm getting an answer here saying that if they test all the centers, 7 or 8 of them are positive, at least. If they were to test, that's why they're not doing tests, because they're positive. Because the likelihood is very high that they're positive. They hang out with each other. They work together. Okay, so guys, you should, okay, the thing about Amy, the other thing you should know is that she was positive before. This became public knowledge that she was positive before. So the children couldn't have them. I don't think she caught it from the White House. I think she could have brought it. She or her children could have brought it to the White House. But I looked into this. I don't want to get into this because it's not the topic for today. I already talked about it. And I remember seeing I remember the cards actually very clearly, that there were multiple infection. Like, there was not just one person. It was very many of them. It was not just them. It's not one person who was there. It was, I think, lots of people. Okay. Okay. So I think it's lots of people they were on the path. Okay. A lot, because they wear masks. They travel a lot. They go places. Oh, they're like, COVID, come to me, girl. COVID, woo, everywhere. Okay. The odds are very high. So yeah. So in other words, yes. Yes, I think many guys, think about it. And also they're all in the risk group. They're men who are much older, and they're evil. No, sorry, no, because whenever. Okay, so okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's interesting. Mitch said I haven't been okay. Think about. Let me actually ask about this. Why is Mitch McConnell is very clever. He's very smart. Why did he say no? I don't go to the White House. Why is he saying that? Because he wants to give the impression I don't have anything to do with the White House. It's not just because of the elections. I think it's because he wants. It's because of the tests that some of the people that he knows may have COVID. Okay. Mm-hmm. So okay, why is Mitch McConnell giving that statement? He's like, it's their fault. It's their fault. I don't have anything to do with COVID. No, I don't know anything about COVID. So I think he's like, look there so that you don't look this way. Because, and I guys, you don't understand. I'd say it's not even true because they're saying that there's people who work for him who go to the White House. So what difference does it make? Do you guys do believe that he practices what he preaches? No, no, no. If he did, these people will not be sick, right? So he's lying. No, I don't think this is. It's not. It's almost like this is a moot point. It's like say, oh no, I'm not like them. But the reality is saying that a lot of the senators are sick. And that's the thing. A lot of them are sick. They're and guys, you know, like I said, even if you don't have any symptoms, you could be sick, could be positive. It's the test of being positive does not have much to do with either with your state. Like it could be that you have nothing and you're still positive. Okay. So it doesn't mean much if you don't have any symptoms. You could still have it. Tell me about why did Mitch McConnell? Oh, something fell. What fell here? Let's see. What fell? Rats? Here's a rat. There's a rat. Oh, interesting. There's a rat? Is a rat, huh? His name is Mitch McConnell. Oh yeah, this is the rat in Senate. There's a lot of rats. Oh yeah. So. Oh. Okay, guys, oh my god, I have to rush. I have to go fast. Letter, no. Oh no! Oh no! Coffin, because I shuffle. I'm shuffling, just using. Oh no! What? Oh, news. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Okay, letter about an ending becomes the news. Interesting. What ending here? What ending? Answer. That's guys. Look at the same card. The card of the answer. What answer? What answer? What answer? The tests. Oh, here. The fox could also be treachery, like in other words, you know, the treachery of the disease or the treachery, oh, pain. Ouch. Ouch. Oh. Oh my God. Yeah, the guys, cat, you know, cat eat a rat. Wow. Okay, so okay, now just quickly. Okay, this is something I talked about before. This is important. I should remind you about this. So I talked to someone over the weekend about the situation with the Republicans, and I saw very clearly that the Republicans on the Judiciary Committee, they're sick because they work together. They have something. I saw the word work group. So they sit in a table, like a small round table, they talk to each other. Hey man, what's up? And so COVID flies around. It's a huge clouds of COVID everywhere. So those people are very likely positive, especially the ones in the Judiciary Committee, because they were working together. And I noticed the thing that when we were talking, I saw very clearly the relationship between the ones that are in the committee, because it could even be guys, Ron Johnson, that could have given to them. Because like I said, there's many people, but they met before. I believe I read that they met, the Judiciary Committee met, and then there was the event. I think it was in the afternoon, if I recall correctly. So they were talking with each other. They were hanging out. They were doing this and that. And then they went to the thing. So okay. So there was something like, I think it's very likely that this could happen, that they're sicker than they think. Okay, so it's saying this is what Mitch McConnell doesn't want to come out. He doesn't want. Does he know? Yes, he knows that there's more than 4 people that are sick. And he doesn't want to admit. He doesn't want, he wants, okay, so, wow. Yeah, so guys, yeah, so this is it, okay. So yeah, okay, so okay, so this is okay, so this is now let me go back here to the list of topics because I don't want to go get, this is very important, okay, but I need to go back to the list because there is something, I didn't even talk about this Durham report, whatever bullshit, it is bullshit. But the point that I wanted to make is that what's important about this is the relationship between Trump and Barr, because Trump is now attacking Barr because the fake investigation here says Barr tells Republicans Durham report won't be ready by election. So this is an interesting development, okay? But why? Let me shuffle the put the same here. Actually, I like just having one type of card, but to help confirm. Okay, so why? This is an interesting development. Okay, why is this happening like this? Okay, because it could be that, for example, there's some intelligence element. We don't know why. This would be interesting to find out why. Why did it happen? And how is this affecting the relationship between Trump and this person, Trump and Barr? Why is the report not coming out before the election? What happened? What's going on behind the scenes that we don't know? Ooh, it fell out. Look what fell out. Coffin. Ending. What kind of ending? Let's see here. The first card is a significator. Significator. Yeah. Significator. Interesting, huh? So, okay, so why? What happened? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, so okay. So here was woman. Okay, so woman corruption of election. So it could be Nancy or someone finding the corruption that's happening in the election. We have the sun. In other words, it comes out, is exposed, and what is it guilty? So the woman sees the corruption. The corruption is connected to the election. The stress, the corruption in the election is exposed, and the election is exposed, okay, as being guilty, as you know what I mean. So they know that there's an element here that is disrupt. There is like bullshit, and I think, you know what I feel, guys. There's something that we don't know yet, that they know that it has been sort of like either intercepted or stopped, the bullshit, because oh, you know what it is, guys. Okay, so I don't know if you've this, there's so much going on, but lately, to another person involved with the fake report from the Ukrainian oligarchs, the ones that try to frame Biden. It came out. Another person has been lost their visa, something like that. So these are the people that are providing a lot of this fake information, okay? And so they were arrested or something like that, or like they put in some list or something. And this relates to Barr and this investigation. So it's like, oh, it's not so good, not so such a good idea maybe now, huh? I find. Maybe wait a little, maybe wait a little. So, okay. So I think that it's getting hotter for them. Like, they're getting close to oh, oh, they think we're criminals? Really? Why? Oh, no, they have never guess. They will never guess. No. Oh. Okay. Okay. So now next, what is the relationship between Barr and Trump right now? What is the relationship between Barr and Trump? Because Trump is blaming Barr. Oh, really? Uh, Trump is blaming Barr. Oh, guys, this is a conversations, but also COVID conversation. Conversations. Oh, ooh, COVID in the building. COVID in the conversation. Oh, health. Yeah. Oh, yeah. COVID in the institution of government. Yeah, the health deal. This deal. Oh, deal to man. Oh. Block. Yeah. So I think, guys, I really do think, okay, the conversation with the law, conversation with the government, it could be like floating COVID affects the health, affects the group. And this is the deal. Okay, there's a deal. The health connects. Yeah, I think there is a guys block. There was something blocked here. Okay, and I think there's something about this COVID. I wonder, guys. I wonder. You know what? Does Bar? That's right. Exactly what I was going to ask. Does Bar have COVID? I think it's another person. Did you see? I love the. Did you see? I enjoyed watching the video of him talking to Kellyanne Conway, and then she got Kellyanne was so sick that she passed it on to her daughter too, and probably George. So it's interesting. No, it's interesting. So let's find out. Bars. He's also not. Have you seen him lately? Have you seen him? Have you? What's Bar? Is he doing well? His health is good? Huh? Oh. Oh. Is it going good? Huh? What's going on? Interesting. So he's trying to do he's doing the scheming, okay, but is he sick? Is he sick? I don't know if the cards will say. Letter for him. Letter painful. Letter painful. Beginning. So what's going on, Bar? I think, okay, my sense, guys, is that they are sick. Again, I don't think. How do you say this? I think they don't want to show. Okay, I just don't think they want to show. I don't think they want to show that, but there's possible, yes, because they are not healthy either to begin with. Okay, so let me see here. What happens to Bar next? Because it will show us. Is he sick? If he's sick, and what happens to him next? Okay. Because the other thing I'm getting is that in order to release these reports, to do all of this, they need to do a lot of work of propaganda, of acting like, oh, here we have unveiled. And if you're sick and you're coughing, it's gonna show. So there's not much that they could do. Doesn't make sense, because Barr, he always, how he was always like, oh, there's a problem with this election. There is. Oh yeah, there's a problem. Yeah. He would always use these public opportunities to say things, and now he's have you noticed where has he been? Has he done anything public? I don't think he has, for a reason. Okay, for a reason. Okay, so let's see here. Oh yeah, the snake. Government problems for him. The news. Okay, so yeah, I don't think. Okay, so I think. Okay, so I think the COVID situation among them has really disrupted their plans to do shady things. Okay. Yes, exactly, guys. They're all very sick. So I think this is the thing. This is what I think. Even forget about quote unquote psychic things or seeing things. Considering how they have been, especially Barr, he's been Barr, guys, as you know, he's one of the most, probably the most, even more than Trump somehow. If you compare, I think he's as bad or worse than Trump in some ways. He's been scheming the stuff with the election. He's been talking, going places, giving lectures, and talking about, oh, there's all these, all these, like, what you call it, all these, like, oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Like, there's all these, like, the events. If they weren't, in other words, I think they know that everybody knows they're losing, right? So if they weren't sick, they would be everywhere talking. They'd be like, oh, go on Fox News. I'm going to say, why are they silent, guys? Think about it. Why are they silent? Because there's something going on, okay? There's something going on. So, but Chris Christie is not even technically in the government, so we shouldn't, in some ways, should not worry about him. But Barr, okay, because it's saying, guys, for I'm getting this image that Barr and all those people, they're very much about propaganda and saying things, the coded messaging and all those things to get the base to move, to get the base. Oh, okay. So the fact that they're not doing it, it shows that there's something wrong, and their allies seem to know that this is wrong. Okay. Now let's talk to something. It's like, sorry, it was a godsend. Trump is okay. Let's talk about something here that is very important that I posted first, and oh my god, look, so many topics. So something very important. Okay, the kidnapping, because you know what I'm getting. I'm seeing this because as I'm seeing that Barr is absent, I'm seeing that they're messaging with these far right people. So so um so so then what I think is that there's some guys, let's find out. Okay, obviously I'm so glad the FBI caught, and I was so shocked that it was her, because that governor, she's so amazing. Can you believe it, that they're legit trying to do something? And I mean, I'm not shocked it was her, but that person, it's like, you know what I mean? It's not like it's so real. It's so real. So what's going on? What's going on with that? Now, what I would like to know is how many of Trump's allies are involved in this? And there have been pictures on Twitter, guys, of this person called Charlie Kirk. He's a young guy who has one of those like super PACs, Turning Point something. And first thing that happened is that Facebook cut their accounts because they had troll farms. And then he was photographed with some Russian person, somebody. And my sense is that the guy is going to be indicted soon. He's very close to Trump. I just feel like there's something there. Okay. So what is going on with that? What was the relationship of the Trump? And by the way, Trump is like, he's yelling at her because she didn't thank him. She didn't thank me because I said something about her. Something he's clearly there's something there. He is involved. Okay. He is involved. So now let me see here. So what's going on with Gretchen? No, there's all these FBI people around her. She had been told before, and the kid, they're all guys, so much protection. Okay. But those people, they went so far as to, like, what is it called? Monitor her house, like her, to keep an eye on the house. Okay. So, okay. So tell me, what's their relationship? What is the relationship with the White House? They were hoping, guys, this is, okay, you know how Trump is always like, he's hoping that I told you guys before, he was hoping that somebody's going to come save him. His dream is that those people going to show up in the White House, guard. I think he's even gonna go say it. Please come. They want to take me away. They want to take me away. Okay. So okay. So this is not, this is what he wants. Now, what I think is that they are moving there, guys. Can I tell you also? I don't want to scare you, of course. This is another point. I'm not a fear monger, but I'm just saying they're gonna go all the way with this election thing. They're gonna. I can I tell you, even bomb threats could have like bomb threats during the election, like on the day of the election they're going to put. And I see, guys, can I tell, Mississippi, I see Mississippi, like, those, it's not just, I'm not surprised, I mean the South, but it's like places where they have, honestly, KKK people, seriously, KKK people, they could, just like it happened in the 60s. Okay. Okay. So, okay, by the way, I know there's people, okay, I don't, okay, first of all, I know, guys, let's not, I know there's a lot of people who talk about Eric Prince. I'm not one of them. I think he's involved, but he's not in the government. You have to remember that we're talking here about the government. And of course, I think there's people all connected, involved, but there's a bit of this, it's not disinformation, but doesn't make sense. I feel like we want to focus, we want to remove the people in the government. If you say somebody outside of the government, you are absolving their relationship. Okay. So, okay, so just to make sure, okay, I think, I know there's like all kinds of readers or whatever, but the point is that you want to focus on the people that are in the government. Okay, that's the ones that are, that's the problem that we have. The other people that are their friends outside of the government. I mean, Eric Prince was in the Seychelles meeting. He's very connected, but he's not in the government. And there's a difference, okay? We have to remove the people that are in the government. That's far, in some ways, it's far worse. Okay. So, okay, because it's true. Okay, one second. Okay, so Because I know, guys, this is why I say when people say, "Oh, it's Eric Prince," it's this, is like it's in some ways it's convenient because he's not in the government. Oh, look, it's Eric Prince. It's this person. It's no, the people who are guilty are the ones inside the government. That's the ones you need to focus on. Okay. If you know what I mean, I really warn you to not really listen. I mean, there's probably a point there. There's something. Okay. I don't think that this is not doesn't help us. Oh, it's someone, there's that person. It's him. No, it's him. But we have to look at the people in the government. Those are the most dangerous right now. Okay. Wow, look, oh my God, Christine's got a phone call today with a robot voice saying, "Don't go outside, stay in your house." Yeah, you should report, Christine, report to the FBI, okay? You report the call to the FBI. I would report, because you know how there's all these attorney generals, they're suing those people that are connected to Trump that put out robocalls, okay? Okay, so this is why they don't want you to vote. That's the reason. And you told me you already voted, Christine, right? So that's cool. Okay. Okay. Now let me go back here. That was my message. Okay. The whole thing. Like Eric Prince is not in the government, and that's you know what I mean. Because if you say, "Oh, it's somebody outside of the government," then you forget about the government. Oh yeah, let's forget about the government right now. No, no. Okay. Okay. So okay. Okay. So yeah. So wow, guys. Yeah, voter support. See registration. Guys, you have to like do your thing. Okay. It's crazy out, especially you guys are in, Florida and Arizona, swing states. That's the ones they're targeting the most. So you have to guys, you reach out to the local authority, not just authorities, but the voter organizations that could help because you have to make it public. You have to talk about it. Okay. So, okay. Okay. So now let me go back here. Okay, so tell me now. Let's go back to Gretchen. So Gretchen, oh, she's very protected from everywhere. Okay, so okay, so let's go now. What else? So wow, guys, I hope. Oh, this is okay. I hope this is true. Okay, I hope this is true. Okay, I hope this is true because I'm seeing, and this is something I saw before, but I'm in some ways I'm surprised it's happening now. It will happen relatively soon. That they're exposing the connection between the white supremacists, like the KK, those like whatever terrorist people, and the people in the government and the wealthy donors. Okay, so guys, I remember a long time ago I said this, but it's kind of crazy that it's coming out that they have to lift the veil, and the veil is that there's this, probably the Kochs, there's like this because they have all these splinter groups and they have all these LLCs and all these things. Essentially, these people are, guys, let's get real, they are funding terrorism. That's the name. They're funding terrorism. So it has to, if they trace these groups, what do they find? They go, if you go just find, where does the money come from? Where does the money come from? You will find that that there's a connection there, and it's not just Trump talking, it's more. There's definitely, I think that, I see this Charlie Kirk person, I see the Dan Scavino, they have the connection. Okay, the one two, it's not, it's saying it's pretty close right now. It is not, it's saying that it's not just, we think that it's just Trump saying things, it's much more. There is a direct connection. See, there's somebody from the White House saying that with catchwords or whatever you call it. Okay, so just so you know. Okay, so okay, so where will these militias be on the day of the election? Will they be able to do all the things? Guys, it's saying that the FBI, how the other day, do you remember this, the other day that Chris Wray went on TV and he said something like, we're looking at the election, don't worry about it, we're gonna be okay, or he's saying there's no interference. I feel like they're moving to make arrests. They're making arrests as we speak. They are making arrests of these gangs because the guys, they're not just because Trump, apparently they're trying to recruit people to be watching the polls. But what they're really trying to recruit is people with big guns to scare you out of voting. Okay, they're trying to scare people out of voting. And then I see that their intent is not good. They want to create they want to create a mess. They want to do like all kinds of things. Okay, so I think they may be arrested before, because they're planning like I was telling you guys, like bomb threats, those kinds of things, like some sort of a terrorist attack. Seriously, they are planning things, but I don't think it's gonna. No, it's not. And then they're very ready. I think the FBI is doing a great job. Imagine ATF is involved, guys. ATF is. You can imagine. This is how serious it is. ATF is involved in this thing, in like tracking down those people. Okay, think about it. So, okay, so okay, so tell me more. Tell me more about what's gonna. No, they're gonna try. They're still gonna try. It's gonna be a tiny number of people. It's going to be a tiny number of people, but guys, there's not. Marcy's suggesting here Brad Pascal, but the problem is there's too many. There's so many people involved in this. It's not just one, and it's not just it's multiples. ATF is a alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. These are the ATF is the law enforcement agency that investigates anything related to bombs. Okay, the Oklahoma City bombing and everything like that. So and also it investigates extra, what is it called? Like if you have to, traffic of arms, like anything related to just weapons, like weapons trafficking, those kinds of things like that. Okay. Alcohol, tobacco, firearms. They, because I know, because when you watch the documentary about terrorist attacks, they're always involved because it's bombs. They do the bombs thing. And they are right. I think this is that's right. I saw this. Okay. He feels emboldened. Trump, I think right. No, exactly. He feels emboldened. Yeah, this is okay, because I feel, guys, have you noticed suddenly, suddenly we're hearing more things. Is it true? Okay, so tell me, do they know? I see, guys, that the FBI and all those agents, they know there's a lot of activity of terrorism. I'm serious. You know how they say there used to be something in 9/11. They picked up on things. They see this happening here with those right wingers. And guys, to be, I mean, I don't mean to exaggerate, but Trump is like a Osama bin Laden, the same way that he would talk and people would do things. They would say, you know what I mean? It's similar, where he's like his words are activating to these people in some way. So he, you know what I mean? Like, it's not. I don't think it's the same, because he was not in the government. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's right, guys. Those people, they're, I think they're ready. They're ready, and this is not a shock, because they say every day, oh, it's a civil war. It's this. They want to do it. They don't have anything in their heads. They're not that smart, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, he's like he's not just no, he's not exactly the mafia boss, because he owes money to people, right? That's the difference. Trump is owned by people, but he uses those people, the weak-minded people, to like, he whispers things and then people get killed. And you guys, those right wingers, think about it also. The kid who murdered others in Kenosha. That's another thing. This Kenosha, it's an operation connected to the Russians, but also them. It's a fake thing, and they're clapping. You know how they clap? They're like, oh, he did a great job. He went out and shot people. They're encouraging the people who have a crazy mind to go out there and do something like this. Okay, so that's what they want. You're using them. Okay, now let's see here if there's an. Okay, so this is it. Say expect arrest, and I think Trump is, and as it gets closer, if he's not, okay, if it's not if it's not in the thing, if he's not in the ventilator, he's gonna get more and more desperate, because Trump he's at risk. He's at risk. He's gonna go to prison. Think about it. He's like, please help. I need help. Come get to me. Come get to me. Okay. So, okay, tell me. It's saying, guys, I see these militia compounds, and it's saying that they have to make money somehow. There's a lot of them, and how do they eat? It's saying, how do they eat? How do they? Because they work for the troll. See, a lot of them work for troll farms. And they have the computers in there and they post these things, but somebody is paying them. And that's the question. It's not even a complicated question. Where does that money come from? Okay. Right. It's not even complicated to think like that. Okay. So it's saying even you may use cryptocurrencies to like transfer, but all this stuff is trackable. Okay. So, okay. Now next. Okay. Next. So what's going to happen? Okay, so what's going to happen next? It's saying that the next thing, it's saying that they're going to, what is the word? They're going to be MIA. So a lot of, as the Republicans get sicker, nobody knows where they are. They're running away and they're pretending. Think about it. And I see JFK laughing. So I do think it's almost like guys, it's almost like it feels like divine intervention, but it's also they were begging for it. They're like, no, we don't wear masks. We don't do anything. We don't need it. We're better than you. We're better than you. Okay. So they got sick. And it's okay. So I see, guys, the GOP like this, like, oh, what happened? We lost everything. Oh my God. They're shocked. After the election, we lost seats. I hope that they're going to lose guys. It's almost okay. It's not more important than the presidency, but it's almost there. It's the Senate. If we can have the Senate, that would be huge. Oh, and there's another person. The other day I saw that, I forgot the name of it. It's a senator. I don't know where. I don't know if it's Colorado or somewhere. Like, I don't remember. It's a man. And he said in 2022, he's not going to run for re-election. He'd already told Mitch McConnell. So they're afraid because it looks bad for them. Sure it does. And it's just like, okay, but didn't they believed it. They believed it was a gamble that they were going to go with Trump. And they're going to, because the thing is, the propaganda machine is very strong. The problem for them with the propaganda machine is that they end up believing it themselves. Okay. And then they should know it's all fake, but they sometimes even believe it and repeat it. So, it gives them a false sense of confidence, because it's okay. It gives them a false sense of confidence. And Pat Toomey, that's right. Okay. So it gives them a false sense of confidence. And they start to believe that it's true because they're like, everybody says the same thing, but propaganda is basically lying. You just lie and lie and lie. And they're like, wait, what? Is it true? It was true? It's true? It was true. No, it's fake news. It's fake news. It's fake news. It's fake news. No, we do know. No, because what's also so interesting is that, like, normally the logic is that let's say, for example, that if you won the election like they did, I think, with the help of Russia, okay, let's get real. The normal situation would be they would be like more careful, but the opposite happens. The opposite happens when this situation occurs. So they didn't really win the election, but they got everything. They became bolder, and they started to believe that they didn't need elections, that it was all, you know what I mean? Since they were stealing anyway, all they care about, really, they seem to pay more attention and spend more money on voter suppression than campaigning. Okay, this tells you how important it is for them, voter suppression, all this. So if they start losing, you know what I mean? Because they don't, at the same time that they believe, they know the numbers, they think they can overcome it by doing better voter suppression. And because you see, have you noticed, like, they have been escalating this more and more in the last decade. This is not, before this, there's several developments that show that they are escalated more and more, because this is all started how? when the folks got mad that Obama got elected. Obama? What? No, 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 no. So exactly. So this is the thing, guys. It's like really, I think we're not prepared for it. And this is what I find it's okay. The Republicans, we should ask this a question. Republicans are so good at polling, and they're so, you know what I mean? They're very good at understanding numbers. Why? How come they missed this one? The arrogance is saying, and also it's saying that the when the GOP became the party of Trump, they didn't accept the truth. They started to, if you came to them and said, look, Trump, there's a danger that we could lose this state. What are you talking about? You don't believe me? I'm the best one. I'm the better one. I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. So that's the thing. That's the problem. So it's gonna be bad for them, guys. And okay, let's see here. Okay, just quickly. There's a couple more things. I think there's one more. 1 second. One thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, so cancel the trip. Okay, Elliot Brody, quickly. Okay, but okay. So now, quick question. So what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? Is Pence? What's gonna happen? I see, guys. You know, I see that like all the pile of bodies on top of the White House. By the time the election comes, if he doesn't leave, it's not that people are gonna die, but it's like the damage done. It's like it's a bloodbath. Okay, but I think it means in terms of elections, like they're like, what? Oh, they're still gonna want to go through their legal things, but the numbers are overwhelming. And this is the thing, guys, they're focusing their efforts on the stuff behind the scenes. That's kind of like what Bush versus Gore, okay? So what's next? Tell me what's next. Public opportunity for stability. Okay, unclear. Secrets behind. See, I think this is like, okay, so secrets. Treachery, election. Yeah, so there, I think it's an ongoing fight, okay? An ongoing fight. Okay, government. Yeah, so I we can't rest until, guys, it depends. I don't think she has it, no. But I think they sprayed her guys, there's some sort of light that kills the thing. The light is a little bit dangerous because you don't want to put it too much because it could destroy your own cells. It could alter. But they're very like, okay, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they're just very like very good about, they know. They're okay. So next. Okay, guys, anything else? I'm trying to think here. Anything else? Oh, the Brody. So what's up with Brody? Brody saying Brody is the connection between the foreign donors and Trump. Okay, he took the foreign money to like put it to pump into Trump's to fake donors and to like straw. It's called straw donors. Okay, and also there's like some of the Arab countries. Okay, it's a mess. George Nader. Okay, so the whole thing is gonna go down, guys. This is wow. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. He was okay. He was, guys. He was head of some sort of like he was head of the what is it called? The finance committee or something, or treasurer of the RNC. So it's saying that, guys, the whole thing of foreign money coming to the election is going to go up. It's going to come down. It's going to go show, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. And I see here the difference, guys. And by the way, I told you I was listening to the book by Andrew Weissman, And I was also listening. There's a podcast I really like. I love that guy from Louisiana, the Democrat. What's his name? James Carville. He has a podcast with someone else. And the last episode of the podcast, he was interviewing Andrew Reisman, and he said something so funny. He said, "Do you want to find out about Comey? Ask him. He'll tell you he's a great guy. Ask him. He'll give you recommendations about himself." Something like that. It was so funny. Because if you compare with all the problems, this FBI seems to be doing more than James Comey FBI was doing before. Okay. I understand that like there was all kinds of they were like going after Hillary. Oh, but her emails. But her emails. So so this is interesting. I find that Chris Ray, with all the faults that he was supposedly like, he's not supposed, he was a Trump appointee and all those things. I feel like in the end, he's not going to let it happen the way things happened last time, because at least we know what's going on. And I don't think that even the NSA is going to know certain things. It's going to be much harder for them to do things this time. So they're not as successful as they were. And I think also the Russians don't want to do it as badly because they're afraid of being caught and how bad it will be if they're caught. Okay. So they don't have help for voting. No helping votes. So okay. So next, tell me more about this COVID situation and Trump. You know what I see, guys? I see. I almost don't believe it's gonna happen like that, but I almost see Hope Hicks in the hospital. I'll be surprised if she gets that sick. Wow. So what happens? They're MIA. Nobody. I told you before this was gonna happen, right? Yeah. So okay. So but this is, guys, right now it's too late for Trump. It's too late for him to do anything again because the operations are on, in place, and they know all of everything is nowadays is ready. No, it's like they know that Trump could fire the guy at any time. So okay, so quickly here. Yeah, no, I think so too. I think he's very clever, like not clever. He's very diplomatic. Okay. So what's happening in the FBI? What is happening? Is it going to be okay? Chris Ray. Tell me about Chris Ray. Chris Ray. Let's see here. Oh, interesting. This is treachery. Could be job, but I think in this case, treachery in the public, and there's something could even be, but in the public eye through the foreign person. Oh, look, this is a recognition. Is recognized. This is recognized. Okay, and the treachery deal. Okay, so I don't think that they're not playing. They're not playing. I'm not worried because the moon would suggest this comes out. This is recognized. Okay, so what? Okay, so what is next for him? What does he do? So he finds, I think this is the spread of the network and the boss. Lots of money, guilty. The money that was, I think he's fine. I'm not worried about him. Okay, I'm not worried about him. So it's just I think it's really the rats, the card of the rats where the rats are running. I do think it's the closest thing to what's happening. Okay, guys. So it's gonna get worse, and it's saying there's even more revelations. I think it's saying we should monitor Trump. I think tomorrow is gonna be. I see, guys. I hope. I kind of want to have the news on while that happens, because I think that Trump is gonna show up in the thing, but his appearance is gonna be like people are gonna be shocked at how he looks first of all, and then he's gonna have to leave in the middle because he's cuffing. Okay. It's gonna be one of those. He's like he wants to run. He's running. If he shows up, if he's gonna have it's, I don't think it's gonna go well at all, because Trump is, he's in a protected environment. He's in a controlled environment. Everything is edited. Nothing is live. He's gonna be his live appearance. Let's think about it. It's gonna be bad. So what should we expect? I think again, I think what's going to happen is most people are voting now. A lot of people are going to still vote, and they're going to try to intimidate, but the numbers are huge, and it's going to be almost like the walk of shame. That's what it feels like for those Republicans. They're losing badly, and they're like, "What?" I mean, they're not completely shocked, but they're like, boom, that's what happened, huh? That's what happens. Let's hope. I mean, I don't know, guys. I okay. Let's see. Let's see. Interesting. Saw in a stage collapsing some way. That's right. But I see him kind of running. He's trying to run away. He's going. You know how he does press conferences and then he runs away in the middle. I don't think he'll be able to say this, even like because he likes to be loud and like do this. I don't think he'll be able to. And did you see, guys, the thing on his face? It was like so big. How do we know that he's not gonna be as big? Okay, if he's taking those very very, because I think they're pumping him with steroids with the intent to stop. But the problem with those corticosteroids, that's okay, is that those like puff you up, puff you up. Okay, problemos. My God. So let's hope. I mean, I'm that's what I'm seeing. Maybe they can hide it. Maybe they can't. But I just don't think that guys. Okay. I remember one time when I had this like this thing with I was coughing so bad. They went to my brother, and I visited him. He was living in Glasgow. Okay, and I couldn't stop coughing. It was so awful. You know how it is. It's so awful when you're coughing. You can't control it. So yeah, Botox to probable palsy muscle. Oh, wow, that's crazy. So you start coughing and you hope that nothing happens, but that's all. It sometimes it doesn't work. You just cannot. You just can't control the coughing, and that could happen. Just like with Giuliani. Giuliani on TV. Like Giuliani was on TV like that. They call it the moon face, guys. Who like this. Mm-hmm. Wow, Debian broke her rib. Jesus, my gosh, she broke her rib coughing. That's crazy. No, I don't think Catherine thinks that he's gonna go. I don't think he's gonna go to Mar-a-Lago. I think he doesn't want to leave the White House. He does not want to leave he's not gonna leave the White House because if he leaves the White House, he could be arrested. And Mar-a-Lago is not gonna protect him from the cops. Okay? I don't think it's so easy. You can't just leave. He could have a heart attack on live TV. My sister's mother-in-law died of a heart attack and she was positive. That's right. Wouldn't guys, I don't want him to die. I really don't. I want him to survive because I want him to see the justice, but I don't think that he okay, so we'll see. It's just gonna be tragic, it's gonna be bad, it's gonna get more intense until he leaves. But guys, we were closer than ever. So okay. Okay, so wow. Yes, this guy's doing this exactly. It's hard to exactly. I just don't see it being good. Guys, he's in a very bad situation. And they're playing around with this thing. Oh, yeah, he has a drug. Let's give him another drug. Let's give him this and that. It could be terrible. 24 days, my God. Can you imagine? So we'll see. I just feel like next week, in some ways, I think it could even be worse than this week because I think they're going to go missing. Trump is going to go missing, and so will Pence and even Barr. Like they're sick, and Lindsey, all those people, guys, they could be very sick, and they're going to try to hide because Amy, all of this because they messed with, or they had messed with Ruth. Ruth was like, host, no. They're like, oh no, who's she? She's who's she? I don't know. So it's gonna be problemos, but we'll see. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna go. I think that today was interesting. We found out a lot about the fly. And then we'll see if something happens. I mean, I almost went on yesterday, but it's okay. Today just kind of rolled with yesterday. Yeah, so yeah, they say it's terrible. So we'll see. I think it's gonna be, and I'm getting the number, the 15th. The 15th is next week, right? Today's the 9th. That's right. It's 15th. 15th is Thursday. That's right. You know, I received an email from someone someone said that she's an astrologer. She said that, Rosie, you got it's Thursday, but not this Thursday, next Thursday, which is the day that everybody's saying that the 15th is gonna be awful. So I think the worst is yet to come for him, for him. Okay. So okay. All right, guys. Have a good, enjoyable weekend away from this mess. It was not gonna be. It's not gonna be. You know. It's just. It's gonna be. It is what it is, right? We have to hold on. It's not over. You know. Thursday. That's right. Mm-hmm. My God. Yeah, they say it's terrible. So I think, you know, this is what I kind of pray. You know, I want things to come out. I really want the whole theater to explode in front of our eyes. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, all right, guys, have a good night. Okay, have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you Monday. Okay.